Hello and welcome to Branding for Impact, a podcast of bite-sized branding and business tips to help you make an impact your own way. I'm your host, Roseanne, designer, dog lover, Hong Konger, and founder of Prison Creative. Join me as we talk about all things branding, marketing, and myth-busting when it comes to building a business with impact. Whether you're an NGO, social enterprise, or a business ready to create a bigger purpose, this is the podcast for you. As a branding agency, we're incredibly lucky to be working alongside a lot of inspiring brand owners and NGO leaders on their journey. But what we've also noticed is, as much as getting a hang of the practical things are key in creating a successful brand, what I think is even more important, especially when starting out, is actually mindset. Having the right mindset is the most powerful tool you can have to overcome the challenges of brand building. So today, I'm going to share the top 3 mistakes I see people make and my suggestions on how you can overcome them. Now, for us at Prism, we're all about strategy. We want to know how things will pan out so we can plan and create a brand that is built to last. Not having a long-term goal is a huge mistake to make, especially if you're investing money in it. So if you're starting something and you can't answer your 5 or 10-year vision, then I really encourage you to stop what you're doing and really have a think about what it is. Because branding really is an investment, and you don't want to be going into it without knowing what you're actually aiming to achieve. Your goals should be your North Star and influence every branding, business, marketing decision that you make, even down to the people that you hire and the brands that you partner with in the future. Because having that vision really comes down to what change you hope to see in the world, what value you can bring. I've actually touched on this in episode 1, why you shouldn't invest all your money into a logo design, and the number 1 question you should ask yourself when starting a brand. So hop onto episode 1 if you would like to dive a little bit deeper into this topic. Now, on the other end, I do come across brand owners who do have an amazing and inspiring vision, but are really afraid, and they hold themselves back. Often it's a lot of self-doubt, fear of failure, not knowing where to start. But I'm here to tell you everyone needs to start somewhere, and this is where we can really help you. We really want you to dare to dream, because in order to become a successful brand, you have to first believe that you will become a successful brand. So if you do have your 5 or 10-year vision and it doesn't scare you a little bit or excite you or make you think, oh my God, can I really do this? It might be time to go back to the drawing board. You have to believe that you can do it, that the world really needs you and the value that you can bring. I'm coming from personal experience here. Every time you stretch yourself a little bit, your comfort zone expands just a little bit as well. So be brave, be bold, because you're here to do great things. The second mistake I see most often is not understanding what your unique selling point is and what's in it for people. So often I see business owners get super excited about an idea, but when it comes to mapping out what makes them unique, they can't actually answer it. Remember, people always buy out of convenience and habit, and it takes a lot to get people to change their behaviors. If someone has been using a brand for years, why would they switch to your one? For charities, what would make people stop in their tracks and think, this charity is doing really important work, and they're doing it quite differently. It's interesting. I want to know more. Always ask yourself, why does it matter? Not just for you, but for them. What's in it for them? For sustainable brands, of course, the public knows the work that you do is important. And I know that many of you already know that education is a big part of brand building, like educating people on the importance of sustainability, how it impacts the world and our future. But again, it comes back to habit. Is what you're proposing better, more beneficial, more convenient than what's already out there? Are you communicating that? What would make me choose you over everything else? Now the third, and I'm saving this one for the last because it's the best one. It's the biggest killer of dreams. Waiting for things to be perfect to launch. So often I see people take way too long to make a decision. Sometimes they keep sitting on an idea and it never launches. Or someone else comes into the market before them and then it's too late. It's just too hard to catch up. Sometimes they go through iterations of a tiny detail, and don't go live because of that. So really, how much is your indecision costing you? It's costing you your time, your efforts, your money, and your potential. I think as a business owner myself, I realized that a big part of running a business is learning where to let go. Building a brand is a long-term game. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And I can tell you that it's never going to be perfect. Because you'll always come across new challenges, new competition, lots of shoulda, woulda, couldas. And that's why you just have to keep focusing on the bigger picture. If it won't matter in 5 years' time, don't spend more than 5 minutes stressing over it. You have better things to be working on. And I know it's scary. I know putting yourself out there is scary. I also have those moments of doubts that lead to inaction and procrastination, or obsessing over small things. But during these times, I remind myself of a very powerful quote by Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So start small. It doesn't have to be perfect to begin with. Do a prototype and get friends and family to try it out. Do a soft launch. Test, iterate, and make quick but strategic decisions. Because you don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a product, sitting on it for ages, waiting for the perfect moment, only to realize that, the extra thousands you spent on perfecting a tiny detail cause you to miss launching at the right time, or even launching at all. And really, most importantly, I would say surround yourself with the right people. I'm really glad that our clients often say we're their biggest cheerleaders, because we really are. I'm always out there rooting for our clients. But other than us, surround yourself with fellow entrepreneurs, friends, family who really believe in your vision as well. They will be the fuel for you when you need a reminder of why you're doing this and the importance of your work. So to summarize, these are some mindset shifts I hope can help you on your journey to building the brand of your dreams. Number 1, strategize your 5 or 10-year goal. Dream big and think about the small, actionable steps that can take you there. Number 2, think about what makes you unique and why it matters to people. What's in it for them? Number 3, don't let your indecision cost you. Don't wait till everything is perfect to put it out there. And as a bonus, surround yourself with people who will really root for you. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're finding it challenging building a brand, do reach out and have a chat with us. You can find us on Instagram or reach out to us on our website. The links are in the show notes. And it would mean the world to me if you could leave a rating or review here. Please remember to hit subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode of our bite-sized branding and business tips for impact. Thank you so much for listening and see you next time.